If you're one of those golfers who think they've got an awful short game, really struggling round the green, fed up blading your ball 40 yards through the green, hitting it double the distance that you should be, or chunking the ball and hitting it half the distance that you should be, club selection is absolutely crucial. This video is going to cover all the mistakes that I would see amateur golfers make, and with some really simple changes, we can make this 30-yard shot so much easier. Let's get right into it. So one of the main reasons why amateurs struggle, and I hear it all the time, too many golfers are using the lob wedge. Think of the lob wedge as an emergency club. It is not the club you use in most scenarios. Even the best players in the world don't use lob wedge that much. Especially in a situation like this, it's super flat. There's no need to have elevation. Yes, it might look good when you pull it off once out of 20 times, but please do not go to the lob wedge. And there's a good example. That's a well struck shot, but because I've not controlled the loft very well, it is miles away from that back pin that I'm going for. So don't use lob wedge. Emergency use only. Use it in bunkers, use it for high shots over bunkers, use it if you're coming out of the rough and you need more spin, but please don't use it all the time. Don't make it your go-to club. There is so many different clubs in your bag that can make these kind of shots so much easier. So really the problems that we see when someone starts to use a lob wedge: inconsistent loft delivery. You're not always delivering the exact same loft. It requires a longer swing, so there's going to be more hinging of the wrists. There's more change of this radius of the arms, which increases the chance of a bad strike. Whereas if we get something like a 9-iron or a 7-iron, so straight away if we take out something like a 9-iron, this shot becomes so much easier. All we have to do, we just play it like a really long putt. The easiest way to do this, and this is literally a hack, a really simple technique that you can use, just place that ball just slightly right of centre, flare your left foot out slightly, so we just point that out, not 12 o'clock, we're going to point that to 1 o'clock. From this angle we're going to stand closer and taller, so we're going to grip down that handle a little bit. Weight's on the left side, so we've got about 65 of 70% of the weight on the left side, and all we need to do is just putt it. That is literally so simple. You can see how much closer that ball is compared to the other one. Really simple. We get that set up right, the ball's back and the weight's left. That gets us a steep enough angle to hit a nice chip shot and get ball first and get some height on it. And then whichever club we choose dictates how much that ball's going to run out. So if we choose something like a 9-iron, it's going to roll more than a pitching wedge. It will release a little bit. So if you'd like that ball to run out more, obviously what we're going to do here is maybe aim round about the fringe. We've got lots and lots of green to work with, so this is an exact situation where 7-iron makes this shot really easy. We can't quite putt it, so 7-iron gets us that similar roll out, that release. It makes the difficulty of the shot a lot lower, much easier to play, and we can get that ball to roll. So this green runs from right to left slightly, same setup. Ball back, weight left, putting stroke. This shot's going to be about 50-50. It's probably going to carry half the distance and roll half the distance. There or thereabouts. So we're going to try and see how that goes. Maybe a little bit less carry and a bit more run, but we'll see what happens in this situation. Nearly pin high. It's on a slight upslope, that's why it won't run out as much as it normally would. But honestly, this shot is ridiculously easy. And put it this way, try this out, hit 10 lob wedges, hit 10 7-irons, and see which one performs best. I would be stunned if you don't get more success with the 7-iron. There's a good example. That was a really bad strike, but it's the closest yet. It does what it should, whether it's a good shot or whether it's a bad shot. It has that trajectory. It goes low, it releases towards the flag. It's a really small swing. That really simple setup guarantees good strikes and makes this so much easier. So you might be asking yourself, does this shot only go low? The answer to that is no. So actually what we can do the exact same sort of long putt-chip technique with a lofted club, with an open face. We can still play a higher shot with some spin on it. So a really easy thing to do. I've got 54 degree here. What we're going to do is we're just going to preset the face open. So we're going for maybe about 5 degrees open. We've got that open. We've got a lofted club in our hands. We still stand close. We still stand tall. The weight left. We put the putting stroke on it. And because we can now have some more speed, because we've got more loft, because we've got the face open, that extra speed allows us to generate more spin. So for a small shot, we can still get that ball to land and stop quite quickly. So it's a really, really good thing to do. That sort of putt-chip technique is almost like a cheat code for golf. 7-iron if you want it to go low and run, small swing, really easy. 9-iron if you want it to run out a little bit. You can use pitch and wedge, 50 degree. You can still hit high shots over bunkers using this technique. So honestly, if you're struggling with short game and you're looking for a short game hack, something super simple to stop yips, thins, chunks, this is the shot that you need to put into practice. So give it a try. If you would like any extra help, check out the description link below, where you can either get a free golf lesson with me via the Skillest app, or there's a free practice guide that you can download. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel, please do click that like button and make sure you click that subscribe button. It's great for the channel, would really, really appreciate it. And my promise to you is I'll guarantee to get good content out every single week to help you with your golf.